Let's talk to FIVOX Director Teresito Bacolcol. Can you hear us okay, Director?
Yeah, yes ma'am, I can hear you loud and clear.
Alright, so hingi po kami ng update. Ano po ba ang nangyari dito sa Cebu, yung cause po ng earthquake na ito?
Okay, so last night we have a magnitude 6.9 event, and this is considered as a shallow earthquake kasi po the depth is only 5 kilometers. That's the reason why it was felt in wide area, and the epicenter is 19 kilometers north, 70 east of Bogo City, and pinakamataas na intensity that was reported is intensity 7, which is in Bogo City, in Bantayan, Medellin, San Remigio, and Tabuelan in Cebu. And as of 6 a.m. today, we recorded 489 aftershocks. And the magnitude range would be from magnitude 1.4 to magnitude 4.8. And we would expect aftershocks to last for several days, even several weeks. And the generator of that event is an offshore active fault northeast of Cebu Island.
Director, you mentioned shallow yung what do you call this? Shallow yung pinanggagalingan ng earthquake, no?
Yes, that's right.
Ano po ang difference pag mas malalim kaysa sa shallow para lang maintindihan po ng kababayan natin?
Kapag malalim kasi, kahit mataas pa yung magnitude niya, hindi ganong maramdaman kasi the seismic waves, the seismic energy would travel pa towards the surface. And habang nagtra-travel yan, nare-reduce yung energy niya, nagwi-weaken as it travels towards the surface. Now, in contrast, if it's shallow earthquake, mas mabilis siya makaabot sa surface at mas malakas pa yung energy niya. Hindi pa humihina. So, pagdating niya sa taas, malakas pa rin.
Okay. Kaya pala yung medyong based sa mga video, no, kahit yung simbahan nasira po, Director. Director, in contrast po, may naapektuhan pa po ng ibang lugar in terms of yung, kasi sinabi niya magnitude 6.9, no? So, in other words, do we expect, let me rephrase, do we expect more aftershocks to come in the coming days?
Yes, we would expect aftershocks in the next few days or even next few weeks. Pero habang tumatagal naman, humihina yung aftershocks natin, humihina yung strength, and nagdi-decrease yung number.
Okay, so can we clarify this that you mentioned this is from an active fault? Is that true?
Yes, that's right. This is an active fault kasi it's only an active fault that would generate an earthquake.
Yes.
And nasa dagat po. That's the reason why last night, nagpalabas po tayo ng tsunami information kasi po nasa dagat, and based on our modeling, less than 1 meter yung tsunami waves.
Pero meron na po ba tayong naitalang ganitong klase ng paglindol dyan sa area even before pa?
This is the strongest earthquake in this part of Cebu, but in this part of Visayas, meron na po tayong na-record na at least 8 significant earthquakes with magnitudes ranging from magnitude 5.0 to magnitude 7.2. Yung magnitude 7.2 happened last October 2013. Ito yung North Bohol earthquake, and it affected Cebu.
Okay. So dahil po ito ay isang active fault, are we going to be expecting more areas to be affected by this earthquake?
Yes, that's the reason why yung nakita natin yung intensity 7 is of course, yung pinakamalapit sa epicenter. But widespread po yung shaking. Umaabot ng, it was felt as far as Sorsogon, and it was felt as far also in the south. It was felt as far as Zamboanga del Norte and Misamis Oriental.
Yeah, Director, given yung aftershocks will continue pa, ano po recommendation ng FIVOX with regards to is it safe for most of the residents who live in apartment buildings to go back to their homes, or wag na muna?
Well, people should be cautious of the structures that are visibly weakened or having signs of damage as a result of the magnitude 6.9 earthquake last night. So, if meron silang na-notice na visible cracks or visible damage, it is best to contact the concerned municipal or city engineering office for inspection and advice. Kung hindi man ito totally nasira during the main shock, kung may damage na, baka totally mag-collapse to during a strong aftershock. So, wag muna sila pumasok, consult muna sila ng their municipal or city engineers.
Okay. So, meron din po ba tayong tsunami warning?
Yes po, naglabas po tayo ng tsunami advisory last night. And ang sinasabi natin, the waves were expected to arrive between 9:59 p.m. to 11:20 p.m. And since wala naman pong nangyari, 2 hours after the end time, yun yung SOP namin, 2 hours after the end time, it's 11:20, ililift na namin yung, or ika-cancel namin yung tsunami advisory, which we did at 1:20 a.m. kanina.
You mentioned earlier also, Director, na ito yung pinakamalakas in our history ngayon sa Cebu. Pero may mga naitala naman po ng mga iba pang pagyanig o earthquake even before pa, pero hindi lang po ganito kalakas. Tama po ba?
Yes, that's right. Magnitude 5.0. Meron tayo from time to time, since may mga active faults dito, meron tayong mga mahihina paglindol. But again, in recent memory, this is the strongest in this part of Cebu.
Director, for context lang, no, para may comparison lang tayo. Ano po yung earthquake natin noong was it 92 or 91? Ano po yung magnitude noon?
1990, it's magnitude 7.8.
Malakas din talaga.
Pero Director, also nagkasabay din po kasi yung nagkaroon ng eruption naman sa Taal, ano. I know if you can correct me if I'm right or wrong. Wala naman po itong connection dahil yung isa volcanic eruption, ito naman pong sa Cebu ay tectonic.
Tama po kayo, wala po silang connection and nagkataon lang kasi we have 24 active volcanoes,
right,
and we have 185 active faults. And there's always this possibility na sabay-sabay ang gagalaw. Pero wala po hindi po sila konektado sa isa't isa. So
sa ngayon po, no, para mabigyan lang po tayo ng a bigger picture here, ilan po ngayon yung mga active fault that we are monitoring as of the moment?
We have mapped around 185 active faults, and these are spread all over the country, and these are all capable of generating light to moderate to even major earthquakes. When we say major earthquakes, magnitude 7 and above, and sometimes pwede pong mag-generate ng magnitude 8 event. Ito yung tinatawag natin na great earthquakes.
Ito ba, Director, kasama dito yung West Valley Fault?
Yes, kasama po dito yung West Valley Fault.
Alright, sige po. Paalala na lang po sa ating mga kababayan regarding this, of course, yung mga dapat nilang gawin kapag sila po ay nakaka-experience po nitong mga pagyanig.
Okay, so again, communities should prepare for aftershocks. And in case of another strongly felt earthquake, it is recommended that people would they have to protect themselves by doing the drop, cover, and hold. And yung mga sa bahay and sa mga opisina, heavy furniture and appliances should dapat nakastrap yan to the walls, and hanging objects should be securely fastened to prevent this from causing injuries.
Alright.
And again, kapag may damage sila nakita, wag muna pumasok, consult muna sila ng kanilang municipal or city engineers.
Okay, we will continue to get in touch with you. For the meantime, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras sa PHIVOLCS Director Teresito Bacolcol.
Maraming salamat din po.
And I think it's also better for our kababayan sa Cebu also na sa may Visayas, na malapit sa coastal air, so stay away from it, dahil nga di natin alam kung ano pa yung...
I remember yung nag-declare ng yung tsunami warning last night, pero rinitrack nila after door, which was confirmed.
Diba? It's better to be safe than sorry.